Hey everybody. So it's me, it's Evie the Elfette. Sorry we're seeing my space, not my the other stuff, but I'm doing a different kind of a video. Normally I just review makeup and all of that, but I actually wanted to talk about, the end of 2018, beginning of 2019, what that means for everybody. I don't think I'm necessarily going to rebrand my channel. I think I'm still going to be the same me, Evie the Elfette. But I think I'm going to be, doing more than just makeup. I'm not sure yet. I haven't really been making too much of a presence recently due to life. But I wanted to go ahead and make this because I was actually online earlier and I was like, I wonder if anyone's reviewed the new 2019 Day Designer Journal planner. And I found basically like hardly anybody. And I know Day Designer is a really proper planner, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just make one. So, the Day Designer in question is the one I put in the thumbnail. Ooh, excuse me. But I want to show you the one I'm currently using. So this was my Day Designer for 2018. I had gotten it. I think I didn't get it until like June or something like that. Let me look. Yeah, it was like May. May was when I got it. So I didn't actually, let me take a look. I know it wasn't until, maybe it wasn't until February. So I didn't get it for like a month, basically, into the year. So I'm going to just like kind of show you like February is when I really started using it, and I'll just like show you some of the pages, like this is when I went and saw Neil Hilborn with my best friend. This is when I saw Wicked the Musical. And then it flips to March, and I use this kind of just like to be like, okay, I want to get that, my friend's birthday, bills, my friend's wedding, taxes are due, normal stuff like that. But then I also wrote like in, like here and stuff like, that's Nadine's birthday party that happened, Wicked the Musical on Valentine's Day, my brother's birthday, Neil Hilborn, payday, make sure I paid my cell phone bill, but then when we get closer to, here's like, for instance, now we're going to skip to September, this is some other birthday stuff like that. And then October, this was when I started Weight Watchers. I mean, I technically started it really in August, but I started really tracking it in my planner in October. So, and then like, this is when I was paying bills. I paid off my last credit card. And then this is where I got more detailed and like, this is what's going on. Like, this is when I'm going to work. This is when this is when I saw my sister-in-law. It's my friend's birthday that day. I went and saw a friend's band. I put other stuff here. This is when I started getting more and more detailed. I kind of started using some of this really, but not too much. And now we basically got to here. So this is my current week. This is December. I've got a little sticky note and everything like this, kind of what I want to have planned, friends' birthdays in the future, potential plans, stuff like that. And then this is the bookmark. Now, I will say this, when I got this bookmark that you guys can't really see, let me see if I can have you guys focus on this. I'll like put it against here so you can see it. So it says today. This did not actually come in this planner. This came in my new 2019 planner, but I'm using it right now in my current planner. So I'm going to put this back in here. And I like the fact that it is universal for the other planners as well. When I was using this, when I got this from Target, it didn't really have anything. I didn't kind of really show you the front part, but this is the front. It says Day Designer. You have your contact information, Hope 2018, blah, blah, blah. And then this is your beginning part, like what do you want to have, some goals. I've got check marks and X's. Most of them are X's, but that's okay. Just like more planning. I didn't really use this first section very well. I wasn't really sure what to do. I just kind of put a little bit of down, you know, but then I made my vision board, which is behind me. So let me just, as my vision board. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because in my 2019 planner, I made a mini vision board, and that's how I used that first page. So, you know, you start with the big picture and then set your goals. Oh, my finger. There we go. Sorry. Set your goals. Design your days, and then, you know, stay on course. You know, and then it does have a few months before January. Like I said, I got this before, so it has July, August, September, and this is all 2017, October, and then November. November, December, if I can get to it, November, and then December, and then it goes into January. You know, and I put that I paid off my one credit card. You know, in February I paid off my other credit card. March, you know, so basically I was using this as a way for me to just kind of like stay on track of everything. You know, and then this is next week. Now, that's my current one. I really did like this a lot. I got this at Target. I believe at the time I only paid maybe $15 for it, I think. I'm not sure. I don't really remember. But I liked it. It was small. It was portable. It has a hardcover. I thought it was nice. I will be honest though, like I didn't like the fact that it didn't have the thing. I had to write that in myself, you know, but at the same time, like, you know, that is what it is. So like here, this is, you know, that information that I put here, and then I, you know, put my personal information. So that is my current planner. Now, on to better and brighter days in front of us. Oh, sorry, trying to hold my camera with the pop socket. That's what I'm poking. So I was holding it like that, but then my fingers were getting in the way. So I'm gonna hold it this way. So this is the current day designer. So this is the 2019. I also made a budget planner, which we're going to talk about this in a minute. I actually obviously made it. And we'll discuss what I made it from in a minute. So this is the 2019 day designer. I got this at Target for $15. I actually think it was only $12. It was under $15, I'll say that. And I liked it because, you know, it was smaller than the original that I had. Is considerably smaller, so I can carry it everywhere, which I carry my planner with me daily. I just like to have it. I use it for work, but I also just use it to have with me as a way for inspiration. I like that even though it's not a hardcover, because it's not, you do have this plastic to keep the pages secure. All right, so then you have your first page, day designer, and I like that this is that nice paper before you get to the regular paper, because it's the cover. I chose this because it was like the gold design. They had a rose goldy one that I kind of liked, but they didn't have that in stock. But they do have, I'll just kind of flip through here. They do have the pink hues. And so I was like, well, it's gold and pink, and that's kind of what I want to do for 2019. So this is the day designer. And again, it just says what it always says, the strategic planner and daily agenda for living a well-designed life. So, and then it has the dates, January 2019 to December 2019. So it only goes to December. And then we can flip to the front. Again, this does not have that thing where you can write it doesn't have the, I'll just cover that part up, my phone number and all that. But it doesn't have the place where you can write the word of the year. So my word of the year for 2019 is destiny. And what I wrote up top was, nothing and nobody can take my destiny away from me. And I came up with that. Or maybe I read it somewhere. I'm not really sure, to be honest. But I liked it. And I think I came up with it. But I'm also not 100% sure. And I'm not going to say I totally did. But that's a quote that I liked, that I heard somewhere or made up. I don't really know. So, trying to flip the page. There we go. Okay, so then we have 2 reference calendars. There's technically 4 of them, 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. And then this has the story, this little introduction. This also had the story in here right there. And this also had the reference calendars, but it was only for 2 years. Sorry, my phone was all like orientation check. It only had it for 2 years. And then it has the story. I do have to say I like this layout better, to be honest. This also comes with stickers. My other day designer did not come with stickers. Love that. It also comes with this pocket thing. Not really sure if I'm going to use it, to be honest, but I like having it. And then it says how to use this planner. And it gives you the same information that you had in that bigger one. So it kind of goes over this, this, and this. And also I do recommend online. They do have free printables on Day Designer website that I've used that I actually really like. So, you know, that's there too, and it's free. And here we go into our 2019 year. So this is start with the big picture. And what I did is I decided to make this like a mini vision board. I think that that was the best way for me to utilize this page. It gave me a place to be more general, less specific, but still give, you know, good things. Like I'm still focusing on minimalism, embrace my spirituality, define it yourself, like live and let live. You know, inner strength becomes inner joy. Stuff like this. Like very, you know, generalized. And then over here, set your goals. These are goals that I just kind of put in that I was like, you know what, I want to be focused on this. So like I want to travel, I want to go on a hot air balloon ride, I want to join a gym and learn Judo, I want to take Reiki sessions with Luminate, I want to buy a new car, live minimalistically, publish my second book, take a cooking class. And of course there's other ones too, but those are like just highlights from my little list. My cat might make an appearance. And then design your days. I, again, kind of left this just kind of blank mostly. I didn't really stay too focused on it too much. And then I'm in the middle of a video. Come over here. No, over here. All the way over. I'm in the middle. Thank you. I love you. Okay, and then this is like stay on course. Kind of gives, you know, like some information, you know, it says review your goals, all that stuff. And then this I liked. It has the first few months. So October, so I put some stuff from October that I had in my original Day Designer. Put that in here. Not everything, but stuff that I thought mattered. And then November, same thing, just the stuff that I thought mattered. December, you know, like this is the month we're currently in. You know, I put some stuff that is for sure going to happen, some stuff that might not happen, you know, like these 2 dates are probably going to get moved around, you know. I'm seeing Hamilton, I'm very excited, you know, like stuff like that. And then I went to January. Now, I kind of went a little extreme with this. That's why some of it's in red. These are pens that you can erase, erasable pens. That's what I prefer to use. So that way it allows more, you know, the ability to change things and stuff. So, you know, I've got like stuff that matters, stuff that might change, you know, that's stuff kind of in red. You know, like I want to do these, I made like 8 goals to do every month, but that might not be as realistic for me. So I'm okay with like cutting some of that out, but some of it is kind of important, you know. And then on this side, I put stuff that I'm like, you know, like I want to make sure I'm, you know, doing this, you know, for this month. And then we have the next page. Now this is where we actually see the actual days. So, well, I can't really turn it that way. I was going to, but it's like, no, wait. So this says, you know, Tuesday, January 1st, you know, your top 3. So the top 3 things you want to get done for the day. And then it says a quote, which is a proverb. So this proverb is from the withered tree of flower blooms. You know, and then this is the day that I chose. I wasn't going to do 24 hours of no social media this day. It's also New Year's Eve. I might possibly be working. And I might possibly be going to karaoke. It do also have a place where you can do gratitude. This says tonight, so you can kind of block past 8 o'clock. So it only goes to 8 o'clock here, and it starts at 6 a.m. So from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and then you can put what you're doing in the evening. This is a little to-do list, and then this is your gratitude journal part. You know, and that's pretty much how it is for every day. And I have to say, even though this journal is, like, this is for February now, you know, and I kind of went in already to pretty much almost every month and put in, like, the important dates and all that stuff. But that's basically this little Day Designer. I do recommend Day Designer. I used to keep a planner when I was younger, and then I stopped for a little bit, and then I got back into it when I started with this. And I've used a lot of different planners. This one, I have to say, is, in my opinion, the easiest to use. I have to say, though, I'm a little bit... I don't know how I feel yet about the design of this. This is a different design than this design. As you can see, these design, you know, this is the more weekly, at a week glance. She's mad. She wants me to cuddle. Look at you being so cute. I'm trying to do a video. Okay. Sorry. Cat interruption. So, yeah. So basically this is how it used to be laid out, and now it's each page is its own day, or each day is its own page. And I have to say, I think it's going to benefit me more to have each page be its own day. But I'm not sure yet. I still have to kind of test it out. I think once I do a little bit more time with it, then I'll actually be able to make a better judgment on it. But this is just the first video about this. Now, this is my little budget planner. As you can see, I just printed out budget planner, and I'm going to explain what this is. So what I did is I wanted to get a budget planner, but I didn't really want to spend too much money, to be honest. And also, I was looking for something in particular, and then they didn't have it. And I wanted to have something for right now, so that way I can just kind of stay on track about things, you know. But I couldn't really find something. So I went to Office Depot, and they had these little fill-ins. Okay, so this is the brand, and they're sorry, camera. This is by Emily Lee, Budget Refill. And I think this is from a different kind of planner. I'm not really sure. I don't know the name of the planner. I just know it's by Emily Lee. And she's doing it with At a Glance. So I can't really tell you anything except that. So what I did is I didn't want to buy her whole planner because I have this planner. I don't want an entire planner. I just want a budget planner. Budget for a month, all that stuff. And the one I was looking at, they honestly didn't have. So I was like, let me just kind of get something. So this is a blue folder that you can get that's like 3 holes normally. It's normally like an 8 by whatever. It's the 3-hole one that you can hold for, you know. It's normally an 8 by 11, basically, with the 3 holes. The big one. It's the big one. Obviously, I cut it up. That's why it's got black tape on it. So basically what I did is I took this Emily Lee thing, and I was like, I need to be able to hold it in something. And I was like, let me get this 3-ringed, you know, whatever. And obviously now it's just a 2-ring. And so I was like, let me go ahead and do that. So let's start at the top. So it says my financial goals, and it has goal number 1, goal number 2, goal number 3. And then there's a second page, financial goals, goal number 1, goal number 2, goal number 3. And then my financial problem areas, which I think is also equally important to highlight where your problem areas are. So problem area 1, problem area 2, problem area 3. Then you go into this back part as well, more my financial. So you get 2 pages of that basically, and 2 pages there. Then this says current income and expenses. So these are your actual expenses: home, mortgage, rent, electricity, natural gas, water, phone, internet, television, car, insurance, car payment, gas, other, groceries, meals out, cell phone, debt payment, entertainment, gift giving, and savings. Also, I think it's very interesting that they have phone and internet and also cell phone on 2 lines. This I'm going to probably white out because cell phone and phone service internet is the same expense. Anyways, so you go in here, you write down the actual totals that it's going to be, and then you put your income line, and then you have your totals. So basically, income totals, and then you'll also have your expense totals, and obviously, you want your expenses to be less than your income. Does that happen? Honestly, more than likely, no. At least for me, in my life, I'm struggling with that. That's why I got a budget. So, this is the next page. Monthly budget, again, information here. And then I like this. This says notes. So, this is like a place where you can be like, okay, these are my notes for whatever. And then you have, so you got your monthly budget here. So this is where you now have your monthly budgets. So you have your current income expenses, monthly budgets on the back now, and then you have notes. And then that's pretty much the rest of that. You can put the name of the month on top, monthly budget note, monthly budget note, monthly budget note. Pretty much that goes on for a couple pages, at least 12, because there's 12 months. I think it's actually more than 12, which I hope, because I actually kind of want to be able to use this more as like a weekly budget than a monthly budget. So it'd be kind of cool if there's like 52 pages. But based off of how many pages it looks like there is, I don't think there is. I think it's really honestly like 12 months. But I might be wrong. So it's definitely more than 12 months. It's this many. Whoops, sorry. So it's this many, pages for that, sorry. So basically from here to here, this is how many pages you get for your monthly planning for your income and stuff. And then you have your notes, and then on the next page you now have project planner. So you can put project, to do, and then notes. Now, to be honest, details about the project. And that's pretty much the rest of the planner for this. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of wish they didn't give us this part, because I don't really need a project planner. I need a planner for my finances. That's why I bought the budget refill part, So I kind of don't really need all of that, but I might use that as a way to kind of be like, these are, expenses or whatever, kind of looking at it that way. So yeah, so basically I sized this up. I was like, all right, I want it near the top because the pockets are normally down here. So I was like, let me put it at the top. So I put it at the top, and then I folded it like this. And I was like, all right, this is where it should be. And this is how, I don't need it bigger than this. And then I cut it, and then I taped it, and then I printed out where it says budget planner. I just found something online. Word art. I think actually my brother made it for me. I think my brother just went in and made it say budget planner. And then I cut it out and I stuck it on there, and now I have a budget planner. I will say this budget planning thing from Emily, this thing here, this cost at Office Depot, how much money? I got my Office Depot receipt right here. So in total, oh Lord, in total, I paid, so this $12.99 refill budget thing, normally instant savings $3.25, so you pay $9.74. And then the portable pocket 2-pack 3-page, 2-pocket 3-page thing, 3-prong was 94 cents. So in total with tax it was $11.43. So I paid 11. It's basically the nice way of saying is that this little refill thing, this part was $10. So this, what actually is being used, was $10, and then this part was $1. However, to be honest, that's typically what you would pay for the book, you know, typically is you would pay for the pages inside. So that makes sense. So this was $11 to make if you're not going to buy your own budget binder planner thing. I will say this, it was also very hard. Let me flip this around. It was actually very hard for me to find a budget planner. Making this seemed like the easier option because I had already been to a few places and I hadn't really found one I liked. Especially when you're first trying to make a budget for yourself, it can be kind of difficult. And I know that from experience. I've tried a lot of different budgeting techniques, including Dave Ramsey and a bunch of stuff. And I am hoping that based off of everything that I've learned, I'll be able to kind of put it together in this and stay on top of this. There's also budgeting apps that some people like. I've tried that in the past and I end up feeling very overwhelmed by it. I think it's just better to have everything on paper so you don't forget. I think the other thing too is like having a budget is always going to be personal to yourself. Like you're the only person who's going to be able to explain like what's the best budget for you. Despite what other people's intentions are, you know, at the end of the day, you're the one managing your money. You're going to be the one who understands like, okay, this is an area where, as it said, this is an area that is a problem for me. This is an area where it's not a problem for me. This is an area where I thrive, you know. So be gracious to yourself when you're putting together a budget. I kind of just wanted to say that. I'm really excited for 2019. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I know it's going to be a really great year for everybody. And I'm just excited. I'm excited for a lot of things. I'm excited for the holidays. And I know a lot of people aren't necessarily thinking about, you know, getting planners yet or anything like that. It's still too early. But I hope that if you are looking into it, that you do definitely consider the Day Designer. I think it's really great. And this isn't sponsored or anything like that. I just wanted to make a video because I hadn't seen a video reviewing it yet. And so I wanted to make one. So there we go. Alright, this video is too long. So I'm going to stop right here. Say bye. Bye. She's like, it's time to go to sleep. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your holiday season. And as I always say, even though it's not a makeup video today, even though it's not a makeup video today, as I always say, stay beautiful. Mwah. Love you guys.